So we're going through solving cubic inequalities. Nothing too difficult, but the key when solving cubic inequalities is that we need to sketch it. So you need to sketch the graph in order to solve it, because I'm not expecting you to visualize it in your head straight away. So we have our polynomial here, x cubed plus x squared minus 5x plus 3. What's going to be my first step in sketching this polynomial? Because I can't really sketch it while it's in polynomial form, so what have I got to do? Factorize, good. So now that we've got our two brackets, I know here that I've got a turning point at x equals 1, and I've got one solution at x equals negative 3. So sketching my graph, I've got negative 3 and 1. So my polynomial is positive. So I'm coming up through the 3, over to the 1. Now, because that's where my turning point is, the minute I touch 1, I keep going. Yep. Turn around and come back up. Okay, now I want to solve this polynomial for less than or equal to 0. So anything that's above that x-axis means that it's greater than 0. I want less than 0. So I'm looking at this portion of the graph and that point there at 0, because I've got a less than or equal to 0. At my turning point where I touch the x-axis, I've got my polynomial equal to 0, which means that I need to include that point as well. So when we are solving our polynomial, so I've got my polynomial equal to x cubed plus x squared, which is the polynomial we started with, minus 5x plus 3 is less than or equal to 0. This is going to be equal to, so for this portion of the graph, I'm going to go from negative infinity up till negative 3, inclusive. Reason being is that I'm including 0. It's less than or equal to 0. At that point, negative 3, it's equal to 0. So I can include it, which means I've got a square bracket union 1. For the union 1, I only want this point of 1, because at x equals 1, my polynomial is equal to 0, so I want to include just that one solution as well. So if you have two ranges that you need to include, you're putting a union symbol in the middle, and then whatever other range you need to include. So it doesn't have to be one single number, it can be another range of numbers as well. But if you need to break them up, that's how you're going to do it.